Today, we are diving into the absolute pinnacle of automotive engineering for 2026. And look, this isn't just a list of expensive cars. Oh no, this is a countdown of the 10 vehicles that are completely rewriting the rules on what it means to blend mind-bending technology with pure, unapologetic luxury. But that really begs the question. In a world with self-driving features and silent electric speed, what does luxury even mean anymore? Is it still all about raw, untamed horsepower? Or is it about feeling completely cocooned from the outside world? Or maybe, just maybe, it's become something else entirely. A personal statement, a sanctuary on wheels. Well, the answer, as we're about to find out, is this incredible mix of all three. Jaw-dropping power, undeniable prestige, and an almost obsessive perfectionist-level attention to detail. So let's get started. Let's begin our climb to the very summit of automotive luxury. We're kicking things off with a category that has completely reshaped the high-end market, the super SUV. Now, these aren't your typical family haulers. Think of them as precision-engineered monsters with supercar performance, basically defying physics to give you speed, space, and just this incredible road presence, all in one package. Kicking off our list at number 10 is a machine that is the perfect example of this trend. It was born on the racetrack but built for the road. The one and only Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT. This slide right here tells a story of pure, unadulterated performance. Porsche's goal was brutally simple: build an SUV that could absolutely dominate Germany's legendary Nürburgring racetrack. And guess what? They did it. Just look at these numbers. We're talking 640 horsepower and a 0 to 100 time of 3.3 seconds. Like the slide says, it's not an SUV that wants to be sporty. It is a sports car that just happens to seat 5. All right, sliding into the number 9 spot is a vehicle that brings a heavy dose of British swagger and, frankly, brute force to the SUV party. This is the Aston Martin DBX707. The most important thing to know about this car is that number right in its name, 707. And no, that's not just for show. That's 707 horsepower, making it one of the most powerful production SUVs on the entire planet. This isn't your standard elegant DBX. This is the angrier, more potent version, wrapping its gorgeous handcrafted leather interior in a design that is just pure, unapologetic power. Coming in at number 8, we're shifting gears a little, moving from raw power to rolling technology. This is our first sedan on the list, a long-standing titan of executive comfort, the BMW 7 Series. For decades, the 7 Series has kind of been BMW's crystal ball, showing us what the future of cars is going to look like. And this latest generation is the perfect example of that legacy. We're talking about advanced semi-autonomous driving, crystal controls that feel more like jewelry, and a massive rear seat theater screen that turns the back into a first-class cabin. It is, in every single sense, a luxury lounge on wheels. Okay, back to the SUVs for number 7, with a vehicle that is just as comfortable on a rugged mountain pass as it is parked out front of a Michelin-starred restaurant. This is the Range Rover SV Autobiography. The magic of the Range Rover has always been this incredible duality. On one hand, it has that legendary go absolutely anywhere capability. But inside, it's a completely different world. We're talking executive class reclining rear seats, tables that fold out, and even a mini fridge for your champagne. The vibe here is spot on. It's a private jet that's somehow built to handle any terrain on Earth. At number 6, we have the vehicle that proved a century-old luxury brand could learn a new trick and completely dominate a new category. This is Bentley's first ever SUV, the Bentayga. When Bentley decided to build an SUV, they did not mess around. They held nothing back. The heart of this machine is a massive W12 engine, pushing out over 630 horsepower. But it's still a Bentley through and through, which means the cabin is this exquisite sanctuary of handcrafted leather, polished wood, and cool touch metal. Honestly, it feels less like a car and more like the first-class suite of a global airline. Rounding out our top 5 is a vehicle that makes a very bold statement. It's not designed for the driver. It's designed for the person being driven. This is the majestic Mercedes Maybach GLS 600. So while the GLS 600 has over 550 horsepower, its real mission is to deliver absolute, total, uncompromising passenger comfort. As you can see from the stats, the whole focus is on that majestic lounge in the back. I mean, those rear seats are more like thrones. They recline, they massage you, and they have access to a built-in refrigerator. It's an experience of pure aristocracy on wheels. Before we move into our final 4, just take a moment and look at the sheer force we've seen so far. This chart really shows the SUV power war in full swing. Yeah, the Aston Martin leads with an incredible 707 horsepower, but the competition is right on its tail. A level of performance like this in vehicles this big was literally unimaginable just a decade ago. But is luxury just a numbers game? Not at all. As we enter the very top of our list, the focus starts to shift. Now we're stepping into the traditional realm of automotive opulence, the high-performance sedan, the true domain of what you could call the rolling C-suite. And at number 4, we find a car that masterfully blends Bentley's racing heritage with its famous reputation for supreme comfort, the Bentley Flying Spur. Just take a look at that top speed, up to 330 kilometers per hour. That is legitimate supercar territory, no question. And yet, the most remarkable thing about the Flying Spur is that even at those insane speeds, the cabin is engineered to be extraordinarily silent. It's this fusion of blistering performance and serene prestige that makes it so unique. All right, we are entering the top 3. And here we have a name that is synonymous with ultimate executive transport, a car that revived a legendary brand for the modern era, the Mercedes Maybach S-Class. So if the Flying Spur is for the person who loves to drive, the Maybach S-Class is perfected for the person who needs to work, relax, or simply be. This is the ultimate mobile lounge. With a whisper-quiet V12 engine and rear seats that seriously rival a private jet, this isn't just transportation, it's a 5-star hotel on wheels. And now we reach the summit. The final 2 cars on our list, well, they exist in a different stratosphere. They don't really compete with other cars. They get compared to things like yachts, private jets, and fine art. This is the Rolls-Royce Summit. They are in a class of their own. Our runner-up at number 2 is the vehicle that shattered everyone's expectations of what a luxury SUV could be. Named after the world's largest flawless diamond, this is the Rolls-Royce Cullinan. With a Rolls-Royce, performance stats like horsepower and 0 to 100 times, they don't really tell the story. It's all about an experience, and they call it the magic carpet ride. The Cullinan actually uses cameras to scan the road ahead and adjust the suspension for bumps before you even hit them. The result is this effortless feeling of just gliding, totally isolated from the chaos of the road below. And finally, we have arrived. The number 1 most luxurious car in the world for 2026 is an icon, a legend, and the undisputed king of luxury motoring. It is, of course, the Rolls-Royce Phantom. That quote really says it all, doesn't it? For nearly a century, the Phantom has been the final word in automotive luxury. It's not about speed, it's all about the experience. The cabin is engineered to be a sanctuary of near-perfect silence. The materials are simply the finest in the world. And features like the Starlight headliner with thousands of tiny fiber optic lights, they elevate it from a car to a piece of mobile art. It is, quite simply, a moving palace. So there you have it. From physics-defying SUVs all about power to serene sedans that serve as mobile sanctuaries, this is the peak of automotive luxury today. But it leaves us with one final thought. As technology makes luxury more and more accessible, what will the ultimate status symbol of tomorrow actually look like? Will it be something you own, or will it be something you experience?